Happy Friday, beautiful souls. Happy 11/11. This is Shamama Hunting Owl with your weekly twin flame reading message. This message is also going to be the energy that's going to take us through the full moon coming next week, which is Monday, a super moon, and also through the preparation, tests, and judgment period next week. I'm going to start by thanking everybody for liking, subscribing, sharing, both on YouTube and on Facebook. I ask you all to please continue to do those things. Encourage your friends, share the videos. For all of you who have reached out for readings, healings for me, that's awesome. Thank you guys so much for your support. Okay, so, and also everybody who has recently supported the Show Divine Feminine Movement project that I have started, been guided to start. So thank you guys all so much. Your messages and have been just amazing and wonderful, and I love you guys so much. Okay, so I want to talk first about the tests and the judgments and the things that are coming up next week. As I've said in a previous video, I think it was maybe 2 weeks ago, the dates of November 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st, I believe, are the dates that we gave, are super important next week. So the first thing I'm going to ask, and it is me asking, is I have been guided to let everyone know that we need to rest as much as possible during this period coming up. The tests are going to be big. The tests are going to be not only for the collective of the twin flames, but also for humanity and the newly awakened twins that have come into their awakening. And it's a big deal, guys. So I'm not telling anybody what to do. I'm just telling you what my guides have instructed me. So I am requesting that all the twins, at least the twins in our soul group, that resonate with what I have to say, we're going to shut down social media again from the 17th, probably through the end of the judgment period, which will be, I guess, the 21st. I ask that we stay off social media as much as possible. I may put out a YouTube video on it as we go through the tests, and just to check in on everybody and see what's happening with the energies during that period of time. It's going to depend as it gets closer what I'm called to do. So social media, the I Am Twin Flame page, we are going to shut it down. We're not going to approve posts. We're not going to do any of that. Again, it's your choice if you choose to participate in this or not. I've been told it's very important for the twins to do this. You do what your guidance tells you and what's in your hearts. The vision that I have been given on what's going to be happening is basically a vision of a fort being built around our soul tribe, around the collective. We're all inside this fort with these great, huge, high walls, kind of like castle walls. And the vision I was given is us each standing around the tops of these walls, fully armored, with our weapons, ready to do battle. This is some serious shit, guys. This is make or break. This is for us to defend what it is we are here to do, both on a galactic level as well as on a 3D level. Our triggers are going to be coming up strong. Probably our hardest triggers that we've had to clear are the ones we're going to be hit with. And it's about us fighting and defending ourselves in that level. The people who are going to pass these judgments the first time around, these tests the first time around, and pass through judgment, are the people who have really busted their asses and done their work. It doesn't matter where you are on this journey, whether you're first, second, or third wave of twins, because you can be in the first wave and kind of just been like sitting back, not doing a whole hell of a lot of your work and your healing and the things you've needed to do for yourself, for your union, for humanity. And then there could be third wavers who are new to this and have put balls to the wall and really worked really hard on getting their shit cleared and done. So it doesn't matter where you are in the wave of the twins. It's all about how much work you've put in and how far you've come. Those are the people who are going to stand on top of that wall and defend and fight and fight and fight and be successful in getting through this battle. The others are going to fall off, and they're not going to be harmed. There's nothing bad that's going to happen. But as I talked about in my previous video, if you're not up to par, if you're not where you need to be as a warrior on this journey yet, there's another subway car coming for you, okay? You can't take failure of this test as a throw my hands up and just be done with it. It just means you're gonna do another cycle. You're gonna do another lap on this whole journey. And that doesn't mean you start back at square one. That means you start back where you are at that present time to clear the things that need to be cleared. So if you're still having problems with unconditional love and things like expectations and attachments and things like that, it's time to work on clearing that this week as much as you possibly can and really standing in your faith. This journey is about 110% faith in what we're doing. And I mean, that's all there is to say about that. So social media blackout will happen on the I Am a Twin Flame page. We need to be rested. We need to be grounded. What I've also seen happen, and today we did a meditation. If you're on Facebook, I did a brief meditation on the I Am a Twin Flame page. I don't know why I have my sunglasses still on my head, guys. And I asked for basically the intentions that were set were just for ourselves, our collective, and for our twin unions. And while we were doing the meditation, I had a vision of this crazy, almost like a mushroom explosion, a bomb going off, and this huge mushroom cloud, this glowing light, and I could feel this energy as I saw it just suck into my body and through my body. And if you watch the video that we made, the live feed, or we tried to make a live feed, the video that we put out, I was overcome with tears and just this huge, powerful energy that shot through me and through our group that we were sitting with here. And it was really moving, and it was beautiful. And the simple fact is that we can do this together as a tribe. We are united for a reason now. We are being raised to another level of ascension during this 11/11 portal that's going to help us move through these tests next week. The other part of the vision was sort of like a crystal grid that I saw that kind of like came down upon us in the top of this tower or this fort that we were on, and it kind of hit us all. And then as we went to war and battled through our tests, those of us who successfully completed our tests on the judgment period, this grid was lifted back up and we were taken back up with this grid. This was taking us higher than just the 5D grid. This was taking us all the way to the top, up to the 12D. We were ready. We were ready. We had successfully completed the major healing we needed to do, and we were ready to be in that place of complete unconditional love and spirituality, truly connected to the divine, using and knowing our gifts, expressing ourselves, being in a good place with our twins, and an even better place with humanity as a whole. So that's the message I received on the test and what's going to be coming up. If you guys have questions, concerns, I don't really have a lot more information at this point in time, but there's a lot of power and a lot of really strong energy going through this right now. And it's really great energy, you guys. We need to embrace it. We need to hold on to it and continue to push forward through this. We can do this together. It's time to put in the work, and it's time to get some rest before that. Okay, so with that, I did a reading that goes along with this for, I used the Rider-Waite Tarot, the traditional, and I used again, as always, one of my favorites, the Gaia Oracle by Toni Carmine Salerno. And the messages I got were really sort of telling. So I'm going to start with the Rider-Waite Tarot, and we got the Three of Swords. This card is speaking directly to the three things I talked about, the intentions I set for the meditation that we did today. This is the sword, one sword through our heart for ourselves. This is the sword for humanity, and this is the sword for our twin union. This is the test. This is us removing our swords from our heart and freeing ourselves. A lot of these swords are created by our own thoughts. As we know, the swords are about thinking what's in our head and speaking our truths. These tests are going to actually allow us to remove these swords and successfully put our hearts back together again. The next card we got for the Rider-Waite is the Five of Wands. This is us doing this battle. This is us going to war so these swords can be removed, finally removed from us, cleared from our energy fields, clearing the karmic debt and patterns that we have that we've carried over from past lives, from our family genetic codes that have been implanted in us. This is us going to war next week, fighting the battle. The next card we have is the High Priestess. This is us standing in our divine power, being the High Priestess, using our gifts that we have been given to successfully overcome these tests. In doing so, we become the Queen of Swords. This is us having and gaining control over our thoughts, being empowered fully as this High Priestess, and putting those thoughts to rest and knowing I now have control of my mind. And in having control of our mind, that means we're thinking with our hearts and our souls. That allows us then to become the Nine of Pentacles, which is this amazing divine feminine energy with everything blossoming in the 3D around us. This is what's going to bring in the peace and harmony for humanity, for ourselves, and for our twin flame unions. Yeah, and the little bird speaks to me of spirit just being with us, protecting us and guiding us through this time. The next set of cards, like I said, we have is from Gaia. And the first card from the Gaia deck is the 43, which is intuitive communication. Again, this is about us connecting to our higher power, listening to our intuitive abilities, knowing in our hearts what's right, connecting with God, and listening to the messages that are going to be coming through for us next week. And that leads us to the message card, because that's where the messages are going to come from. When we connect to our intuition, our deepest intuition, our gifts, our knowing, all of our claircognizance, clairaudience, all of those clair gifts that we have, we will receive our messages. Our divine messages are coming now. Strong ones, big ones. It's going to help us pass these tests and get us ready for what's coming next week. These all impact upon our sacred journey, which is what the twins are set here to do. This is the journey that we're taking. This is the physical journey. This is the heart journey. This is the spiritual journey that we are living for humanity, for ourselves. So it also talks about the life cycles and transformations that we are going to go through with these tests. Yeah, it's super important, you guys. I don't know how many times I can stress how big next week is for us. And in successfully passing these tests, even if we don't pass these tests, in going through these tests, whether we pass or don't pass, evolution is coming. Okay, this is a new age that is being open to us. It is taking us to the next levels. It is opening up a whole new chapter of the twin flame journey for us. We are evolving into these ascended beings that the 3D does not resonate with anymore. These are where we need to be. This is how we are going to fulfill our divine mission. We are going to be one with God, with Source. We are going to really fully integrate into this crystal grid, become these crystal beings that we are meant to be in order for us to fulfill our angelic missions. So that's it, guys. We are evolving. We are moving forward. It is time for us, God willing, as a collective, to step into our next phase of this journey. so we can move toward union. Union is coming fast. I know we've said this over and over and over again, and we use that nasty 4-letter word soon, but it's there. It is there. I promise you guys. We've got to stay focused, that we can see the finish line. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel. We can see that tape across the finish line that we need to run through. Now is not the time to quit. Now is not the time to give up on yourself or humanity or your twin relationship. Keep moving forward. Keep progressing, you guys. So with that, I think that's all I have to say. I want to thank you all again for all the amazing love and support you have shown. I also want to remind you all to go to Instagram. It's SHO Divine Feminine. It's also on Tumblr the same way. And support the project. Support the project. We're going to be actually producing I Am a Twin Flame decals. Hashtag I'm a Twin Flame decals, and I'm a Twin Flame car magnets, in addition to the calendar that I'm going to be putting out hopefully in the next few weeks. I ask for your support. I love you guys, and if this resonates with you, thank you. Thank you so much. And if it doesn't, thank you too. We're all meant here to do a job. And I have so much respect and humility for those of you who allow me into your world, into your lives, into your homes every week, more than once a week sometimes, to let me share my messages with you. So with that, have a wonderful, beautiful week. Happy full moon on Monday. Happy 11/11 portal today, guys. I am sending so much love, so much light, gratitude, and blessing always, always, always. I love you guys. Mwah. And we'll talk soon. Bye.